Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. Tonight we're returning to Factorio Mosaic. I still almost said the wrong series title. You'd think that it hadn't been like 6 weeks since I played it last? Or no more than that, 6 weeks since I'm playing this one. But anyway, our factory has grown a little, or at least our RoboHort coverage has grown a little. I added a bit down here. Oh, before I start that, let's come up back up here because if you noticed, we've launched a few rockets. I noticed as well, and so I came up here and did a little bit of surgery. And remove that inserter so the rockets would stop launching. Hey Phasian, welcome to the stream. Not that I wanted them to stop, but I wanted them to launch while we were actually on stream instead of while I was growing the factory. So, since the last stream, I did a little bit of upgrading, or a little bit of expansion, and a little bit of planning. These blocks here, not counting this one, here, not counting this one, here, are all going to be used for our module, our fully moduled and beaconed module factory. So here's where the modules are going to be made. And actually, this should be 2 icons here because we're going to make them both here, as we talked about the last time. Blue circuits are made here, and those obviously go directly into the modules. So that way they have a short train ride to get there. Let me pull up my spreadsheet here. For the modules themselves, we need 1 green circuit station. Each of these blocks, by the way, is 2 green circuit stations. This one, and this one are all 2, and this is only 1, hence the little number 1 there. So these modules themselves need 1 green circuit station, so I'm probably just going to take one of these 2 into the modules. The blue circuits themselves each need 2.5. So I'm going to accomplish that by having 2 trains at each of the green circuit stations. And then the 5th green circuit station for blue circuits, 1 train will go to each blue circuit block. I don't know if that sounds confusing or not. Hopefully not. But that'll be this one here, this one here, this one here, and these 2 here, this is where we built the last time. I'll zoom in on that because I made a couple of tweaks also. And then finally, these 1, 2, 3 green circuit stations will go to red circuits. Red circuits will go 1 train each to blue circuits and 1 train each to modules. I think. Yes. That'll at least balance the pull on the red circuits. Plastic, 1 plastic per red circuit. And then sulfuric acid will just go to blue circuits, but it's such a low output that I'm not worried about it. And then finally, oil refining down here, producing petroleum gas only. Basically the same kind of concept as we did here. Size might be a little different. Moduling is definitely going to be a little different, but that'll go here. And then finally, we're going to mine this coal and possibly this coal for the plastic. We may end up adding in another factory here or so to do coal liquefaction. That could be fun. And then we're going to mine this copper, this iron, this copper, and then obviously pull these 2 splotches of oil and maybe go up here and grab that one too. Not sure. There's a tiny bit over there, not going to worry about. But definitely these 2 and possibly this one coming into this oil refining here. So that's a lot of words. That lot of words will say that we will be needing almost 1,200 crude oil per second once everything has been fully moduled and fully beaconed. Obviously, it's going to grow to that, but we have 620 here, which is going to diminish fast. 4,000 or 400 there, so we're just over 1,000. That might just pull it off to start with. I'll probably go out and throw speed modules in those, as well as this one, this one. Ooh, wow, that one's down to 913. And this one, just to, once we have speed modules going, just to get that going faster. Okay, so let's zoom in on this block here that we were working in the last time. I'm still standing here. You can see me there. I put these two side by side. They're mirrored only just because I think it looks better mirrored. It doesn't have to be. It could just be linear, or it could be repeated. But I thought the mirrored looked nicer for this. To start with, obviously these are not at all moduled. I'm actually going to even strip the beacons out of these just because beacons, I think, they cost electricity even when we're not using them. Although they don't cost much. There they are right there. Oh, they cost enough because it's only a few. So I'm probably going to strip the beacons out of this plan once it gets placed. Once it gets blueprinted, I should say, before the bots come out and place it, just to reduce the power usage until we actually have speed modules to put in the beacons. And then we're going to use the module inserter mod to insert the modules into the assembly machines once we start making the productivity modules. So as you can see, I adjusted the belts from the last time. We now have a bit of a local bus on each side. And we have an output. I changed the way the output worked a little bit because it seemed to make a little bit more sense coming out of the middle. That way I didn't have to do as much shifting the whole way. Actually, there's practically no shifting at all. This one's probably not even necessary. So, so this is one green circuit station, and it's ready to go, ready to be hooked up. We obviously don't have any ores coming in yet, but it's ready to be hooked up once we do. Okay, so what we want to do here is take this red circuit one that we designed the last time, and actually finish it. Let me look and see if I can figure out what we had done. Let's see, we had copper coming in this belt. That makes complete sense to me. This belt, I believe, was shared. Let's see, do we have a plan for this? No, we don't have a plan for this. I had it done in Kirk McDonald. We could do a plan in Hull mod. I'm not horribly worried about it, but we could. One of these factories making making red circuits out of 8 machines needs, I think it's just under one. Yes, just under one copper maker. This is obviously once it's fully beaconed and moduled, but we're just going to have to starve it out until then because I'm not going to adjust these. I'm just going to adjust them to add the modules and the beacons in. Okay, so this belt here was incoming half green circuits, half plastic. Yes, we need just less than 15 of each, so that's perfect. And then, actually it's less than perfect because we could handle up to 22.5 because that's a blue belt. And then this blue belt coming in is copper, which actually doesn't need to go any further than here. Because, oh wait, yes it does. This is copper. This blue belt is not copper. This blue belt is copper wire, of which we need 29, a little over 29 and a third. So that is this belt here. Outputting with 2 inserters here so that it goes on both sides of the belt because we need more than half a belt. And then the red belt going underground here is the red circuits out. And this will produce just over 10 red circuits once it's, again, fully beaconed and fully moduled. So this is almost done. We need to just lay out these stack inserters here. And these stack inserters here, I should probably do the insert ones differently then. And we don't need them there. Okay, let's do this. No. Yes, let's do it like this, I think. Oops. Okay, now power poles. Let's see, you can go potentially there. Yeah, I think that works okay. And then like that. Oh, yes, that works nicely. Actually, would it work nicer if I put them out here instead? I think it would. And then that one can stay there, or potentially even go there instead. Yep, I think that works. Just to test it, let's hook up a big power pole, and oh, there's stuff flashing. Okay, so this one, these actually do need to go, or one of these needs to go in here then. It'll be a little bit redundant here, but that's fine. Because this one has to be here in order to keep the beacons charged. So that is, I believe, a completed red circuit module. Let's copy that. I'm going to make a temporary blueprint book for these, I think. Did that work? Did that put it in there? No, it did not. Okay, let's grab that again and open that up and drop it in there. That'll be our temporary red circuit. Let's put a little red circuit on that. And then actually I can probably pick this up. I probably could have just done a cut earlier. And I also want to blueprint this green circuit one, but I have to be a little bit creative with it, I think, and probably do some editing before I save it. Definitely do some editing before I save it. I think I only want, obviously don't want any rails, and I don't think I want these two belts here. Not that they'll be different ever, probably, but I think I just want them to not be there so that this whole thing is kind of mirrored exactly. Assuming that worked properly. Book here goes there, and not blue belts, but green circuits. Thank you. And that looks pretty much the same. Oh, the other thing I changed here was we were doing, you know what? These bouncers are actually wrong. Doggone it. They're wrong on this side. These are fine because the inserters will put onto the right side of the belt. So these will shift half of it over to that side. But these ones actually aren't right, and I can't fit them in here the way that this is let out. Of course. Can I move? No. Let's see. What can I do? Because I don't have enough room here for these belts to squeeze through. I think what I'll have to do is shift these down. Let's see, kind of like... So it's not going to be symmetrical anymore, unfortunately. But I don't know how I can get away with it otherwise because it's too tight in here, and I don't even have one more square that I could move everything out by. That's unfortunate. Is there any other way to do this? Or am I going to be stuck with... I think I'm going to be stuck with it. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. What is this output? Gonna be a little bit, oops. It's gonna be a little bit not quite calculable, but something like 86 green circuits per second. We're definitely gonna need each one of these, rather, not each half. So we're definitely gonna need both belts. I can't even do anything hacky with that. All right, well, we have to do this, so we have to do something. Let's look at the green circuit again. Oops, you go there and there. I think we should just take all of these out. I didn't notice it now, though. That could definitely have been unfortunate if I hadn't noticed it until later. Okay, so I want to find a way for all three of these to come together in a single belt reasonably. That's one option. Do this. Oops. That. That's not too ugly. It gives a little bit of priority. It's gonna be unbalanced anyway. Even if I did a 3-to-1 balancer, it'd be unbalanced. Those aren't the best balancers. Okay, let's just delete this one then. Maybe I can think about it off stream and see if I can come up with a different way to make them look more symmetrical. But if not, it is what it is. This doesn't even need to be here. No, it doesn't at all. Yeah, okay, good. Doesn't at all. That was a mistake, actually. It didn't even match that side. Okay, and this goes that way and that way. Okay. And then this one comes in right there. Okay, and then you go like this, like this. And then I think like that is about the best I can come up with on the fly here without thinking about it any. I didn't put a balancer on this top one up here either. Look at that. Mistakes all around today. There we go. Okay, well, at least we have an idea of what this will look like. So let's go over down here to the red circuit block. I should probably finish these stations too. Up, there it goes. Exit. Entrance. Oops. Come back. Entrance. Let the bots get these stations finished. And, oops, exit. And we need to put a station down here. Oh, I guess I can put the entrances and exits out here. This will be our red circuit station. The red circuits needs 2 green circuits in, 2 plastic in, and 1 copper in, and 1 red circuit out. Because, see here, each one of these is going to make, let's see, I'm making 2 red circuits. Each one of these is going to make like 80 red circuits per second. So, no, 64 machines, actually. It's just over 80. It was just almost 2 full blue belts. So we need fuel in, 2 green circuit, 2 plastic. Ooh. Copper. We actually need a 7th station here. That should be fine still. Is that right? checking my numbers again before I commit to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that is right. Okay. Let's lay out what will be the 7th station. Which is not happened much here, if at all. Right there. All I have for rail. And this one, I think I have to take out this signal. We did this once before, I remember, but I don't remember where. I would go look at it. And that goes like that. And then this signal goes in there-ish. And this one goes in. I don't have any rail on me, so I can't find the spot, but it goes in up here someplace. Why is it not letting me see? Train, come here for a minute. Give me some of that rail. Okay. There we go, right there. And I'll let the bots go and do the rest. Okay, so we have our little blueprint here. Where'd they go? There they are. And these will fit very nicely in between the two RoboPorts, which I am very happy for. I think I'll start vaguely centered just below the bottom of these RoboPorts and see how many we can get in here. We need 8 of these in one of these blocks, so we can see how many we can actually fit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, do I want to quibble with it and put... No, actually, I'm okay with it being where it... Actually, I do want to quibble with it slightly. I want to move it down by 1. Let's not move the whole thing at once because I don't know where everything is. Down by 1. The reason I want it down by 1 is then I can line up these belts on either side of the RoboPort and I don't have to fiddle with it. Do this one. And then you go right there. Okay, so that's what a red circuit block is going to look like. I'll have some sort of a local bus here as well. Hey Kelsey, welcome to the stream. I'll have like a local bus here handling the whole copper and plastic and green circuit thing, as well as obviously the red circuits coming out. Each one of these will produce enough red circuits that we need to have 2 belts. So I'll probably just have 4 of them go onto one belt, 4 of them go onto another belt, and then just merge them in at the end. So let's go ahead and look at what that type of design might look like. I think it might make sense to bring all 3 products out the top. It's going to get a little bit, well, let's see. We're going to need 3 full belts, almost 3 full belts of green circuits and plastic. So that may make me want to bring out all 4 belts. You know what I'll do? Since we're going to have 2 stations each of green circuits and plastic, I'll bring 1 of each out the top and 1 of each out the bottom. And then the copper, it doesn't matter which way, I guess. I should probably bring it out the top. That way it can just come around, and then start down like a local bus. So let's look at what that type of setup might look like. Let's see. So the problem here is we're going to need to have plastic and green circuits side loading onto a belt. We could do a system like this where each one is brought in. Well, one of them can just come straight in like, not like that though. I don't like that idea. We could do like this. Although that's the line where the copper should be. But I do like... Could I just do it like this? So if this one goes straight through, this one side loads with this one. So this could go under. Yeah, I can do it like this. No, I can't do it like this. I need to back it up one more. Like that. Oops. Like this. Back this up one more. Oops. Let's see. And then the copper can split off like that and go under like this. And actually could be one closer. Does that work? This doesn't need to be that far back. It could be all the way up here. And so could this one be, actually. That makes my life not easier, but neater. That lets copper and plastic... No. Green circuits and plastic each split off into each array. Lets copper split off into each array. So we need to move that way one. And then red circuits can come out and go down here to some sort of a red circuit bus that I have yet to design. I think that works. Copy it. We'll do this. No, I need to copy a little bit more. Let's copy this whole thing, actually. That would be the smart thing to do. Yep. Something like that. So I need to have 4 of these arrays go all the way up to there. I missed one. I always miss at least one. Never fails. Okay. And then that's the... wait. 1, 2, 3. The 4th one just needs to go straight in. You go like this. And then you go like this. And then this comes out somehow that I haven't decided yet. I think the easy way to do the exit or the red circuit bus would be to just come out like this and just merge them the easy way. And then come out there into the train. Now this one's going to be a little bit different because we need to just put that there just to look at. So we need to come out like this with those two. This one's, yep, this one goes like that, like this. This one goes under. This one goes like this. And then this one goes under. And then we have copper there that goes this way. And then you go there. But except that that's backward now. Okay. That's backwards. So actually I want a space here between the copper so that I can do this. Now that tempts me to change the one up there to put the space between the copper and the others as well. Okay, so this goes this way, so we don't need this to be underground anymore. But that would go like this. And then this one can just come out here to there, I think. Yes. And this one goes like this and merges in like that. Let's see how that looks. I think I might have too much belt here. Nope, not enough. Okay, good. All right, and then of course the RoboPort is in my way because it's going to be in my way at some point anyway. You go like this, merge, this. The power pole's in my way too. That's fine. Nope, one more. Okay, and then this one goes, this one's a little bit, no, this one's simpler. This one just goes under the RoboPort. You have to squiggle back a little bit here, and then go into there. And then these go like, not like that, but like this, and like this. This is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just kind of go like that. Or, you know what, I'll just do it like this. And then I can merge them together and call it a day. So now, as I mentioned, I feel like I want to move these out one whole unit. Which means that I also want to move this out like this, save on undergrounds here. And like that. And then that'll go into this station, and we'll be good. I think that makes sense. Oh, look, we're short on stuff. And I think that'll be our template red circuit station. So let's walk back up here to the blue circuit station and see what that one looks like while the bots are delivering materials here. And also to me, and I'm running away from them. How many red circuit arrays? How many red circuits? What number are you looking for? So let's get the bots to work here. Hold on. Come and get it, guys. The whole plan calls for 151.25 red circuits per second. That's 3.4-ish belts of blue belts of red circuits. Each one of these blocks is going to make a little more than half of that need, and we're just for symmetry and etc. reasons. And then we just won't need it. But gotta have the symmetry. I have like almost 3,500 construction bots because I was clearing some trees between streams one time, and I have my bots set at when there's not any idle, make more. And yeah. Okay, so blue circuits needs to have 3 green circuit stations coming in. Yes, 3. We need 6 belts each. 1 red circuit belt in, or 1 circuit train in, I should say. And 1 sulfuric train in, station in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and once again 7 stations for this. And unfortunately, I do have to have 7 because we do need to have fuel. Because, for example, the red circuits, if we didn't have 7 here and or at red circuits, we wouldn't have enough fuel. I'm just going to copy this piece of this station to get that 7th one in here. like that. And let's look at what the blue circuit design is going to look like. So we need to have a total of 26.25 blue circuits per second. That's in 2 blocks, so I can cut that in half immediately. Let's see. What would be some form of symmetrical? So if we said, first of all, if we said 18 factories, because it was 34, so that's 34.1, so we need at least 17. So I'm going to make 18 factories for in each block. That requires 4.4 blue belts of green circuits, which is why we need 3 stations, because I can't promise any more than 4 belts from 2 stations. And we need a half a belt, less than half a belt of red circuits per station, or per block. Okay, so this is 18 factories, and like I said, a little over 4 blue belts of green circuits. What if I cut that? So the problem with this is going to be, if you have, a straight line of beacons, and you have a, let's just start here. It goes there, I think. Yes, perfect. Blue circuits. Yeah, let's just work through this problem kind of organically here. So the first thing we need to do is sulfuric acid, and then we have, by the way, beacons over here as well. Take a few of these off. We'll expand it later. We don't need that one either. Okay, that'll work. I don't know which way I want to run this, but we're going to have to do this something like that. We're going to have to bring those pipes out because we need all the inserters we can get here. And the way that this is currently, we wouldn't be able to do it really any other way, because we also want these to be directly next to each other so they take full advantage of the beacons, and we get 8 beacons total touching each machine. Okay, so we have belts coming in, and they have to be there. We also need a belt going out. So the belt going out is going to have to be similar to the way we did on the red circuits, right? Red circuits? Yes. It's going to have to be belt woven. So we're already going to have a belt weave going on here. The other thing we need to do is, so the way this works, we need to cram, if we were to put all these in one line, so there's basically no way we could do this, but if we were to put all these in one line, we would need to cram 4.4 belts worth of green circuits through this thing. That's not well, I shouldn't say that's not possible. No, it is kind of impossible. So we need to actually lay these out in some other manner. What if we did 2 rows of 9 factories? That would mean 2.2 belts of green circuits, which is actually doable. And the reason I want 2 rows is because with the sulfuric acid going out the side, I would want a mirrored side here with the sulfuric acid going out the opposite side. And then we would share 1 row of beacons. So if we did this, we could have a second belt of green circuits coming in here and just going under like that. It may be able to reach more, but it may not. And then we'll just merge those in at some point here later. And I may do 10 just so I have symmetry. I don't know. And then here, so then we would have 2 inserters here. These would be green circuits here. And then here, this belt would be half green circuits, which would take care of that 0.2 that we need, and half red circuits, which takes care of the 0.3 red circuits that we need here. So half and half, we do 2 inserters like that. And then this goes something like, that. This, can't see, goes like this. And these don't belong here anymore. Do you belong? No, you don't belong there either. Okay. And then the red circuits go, or red belt goes here to output the blue circuits onto, and these can just be regular old blue inserters because these are going to output less than 1 per second each. Yeah, we're going to output almost 7 blue circuits with 9 of these machines. So 7/9 of a circuit per second. And then you can be just, let's see, you can be a red. No. How do I want this to work? Maybe I don't put those there. Maybe I put them here instead. Yes, I like that. This becomes a power pole here. And then we need to actually also underground here to put a power pole in here. I think that'll be sufficient because the next block would also have a power pole here-ish, and it would keep, or here-ish, and it would keep this one powered up. Let me do this just for argument's sake. There we go. We need to have power poles out here, but I can do that kind of cheateringly. Maybe like that and like this. Just to get those last two powered up. Oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about substations. And welcome, Catherine. Good to see you. Thanks for coming to the stream. Where would I put the substation? I think I have some. Yes, I do. I mean, if you, I mean, you only need to put them every so often then. But I'm trying to think of where it would give me more consistent. Oh, here? Or in between here. But if I put them in between there, yeah, out here just doesn't quite, and I can't put one here because there's going to be another array here. So, I mean, that could deal with needing the, I could put substations out here to deal with this half, and I could just have one power pole here. Actually, I'd need this one here as well for these two. Well, I could put a substation out here. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. Because that would work otherwise if it was just one unit bigger. Because, yeah, you do kind of make a good point. Is this going to be, are these inserters going to be enough to load all of the, oh, by the way, we've launched 8 rockets since we started this stream. We need 99 green circuits per 9 factories, so 11 green circuits per second. We can just, we'll be able to just barely pull that off. Yeah, I could do that. Because these swing, actually these swing twice per second, so we're more than covering it with just these alone, let alone these guys here, which are also grabbing some green circuits. I think this will work fine. Let's, I can put my beacon back in here just for spacing. Let's pop this down here, and obviously bring some more beacons down here as well. So the first 5 machines are going to completely drain this whole belt. The tough part is going to be, where do I merge these in? I don't want this power pole here. I want it over here. In which case I can probably just, oh, I can't do that, never mind. That doesn't go there, it goes there. So I'm going to move these here just to be symmetrical again. Oh, good luck at work, Kelsey. So if we did that instead, then once we get past the fourth one, instead of continuing the belt, I could do the splitter to throw all the green circuits back on the other one. Let's see. Let me think about this. So if it's 45, we need 9 per second per machine. I gotta fix this too. I just noticed this isn't right. Yeah, not at all. Okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, but I'm worried about, I'm gonna run out of circuits after 4, because 4 are gonna consume 36. I'm actually gonna run out after 5. But the problem is the way that I have this laid out, I can't do that with the 5th one. So I need to change this belt so that I can merge them after the 5th one. Stop. Okay, so then these inserters need to be on the outsides. Ah. So that this can go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the 5th one. I need to move the power poles back. Okay. Let's just do this. Power pole go here. And I left all these here for some crazy reason. No, power pole go here. One, two, three, four, 5, and then merge right there. You know what? Let's do that instead. Okay, and then I'm going to copy a subset of this. Just this much. And not that. And keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll just do a 9th one right there. I'm not going to do 10 like I claimed that I was going to do. That ends there. This can be just a belt here that I'm going to make a red one just so that I don't wonder why it's blue later. This comes in down there someplace. This goes out somehow. And then we need to copy these guys. Let's see, I think right there. Yes. Okay, anybody spot any major flaws? In fact, this one doesn't need to continue in. It could just swiggle over. But we'll call it that way anyway. 45. So the extra 9 circuits are here on this that we need are extra on this belt. It's horizontal, not vertical. What did I say? Something horizontal versus vertical? Or is that just the flaw? You want it vertical. Okay, I can't reach that far. I can't also draw straight lines. There we go. Okay, so now comes the mirroring time. And the two of these together would actually be slightly overproducing, so that's actually fine if this stars just a little. It should be fine. We need power down here, though. Can't forget the power. This needs to be a power pole, although I guess I could just put it in here now. No, it's got to go out there. I got to do it. Like that. And then that covers everything. Awesome. All right, so then this one needs to go down here somewhere. Okay, mirroring time. So I want to take this, but only the pipes and the machines, I think. No, I can take the inserters too, but not the belts. Not belts, stuff. Not power poles. Right. Okay, so this goes here. And then this goes... Oh, it's not going to be right. Doggone it. Well, let's grab those. This goes right there. Out of those. Perfect. The bots deal with that. One way or another. Okay. And now let's copy this whole line. Wait a minute. Is my brain broken? Oh, I know what's wrong. Okay, we gotta fix this. Definitely gotta fix this. This one comes out. These all get shifted down one because this is an odd number I forgot about. And then we fix the last one. Perfect. Okay. Paste. Slide this down. You go there. That's fine. I'll put the splitter in correctly. This goes here without the pipes or the inserters, just the belty stuff. That might not work right either. Goes there. And then we need a splitter right there. Okay, and then this one goes like this. Let's try I managed to put a blue belt there. The wrong way around, but oh well. Okay. This one comes out of there and goes into there. And then this, with just power poles, goes in here. And then we just need one more power pole right there. I think that works-ish. Now, where I position this is going to depend on various things. So if we're having 3 trains bringing green circuits in, I think what I will do is just have one green circuit train come out the top, go into these 2 belts, one come out the bottom, go into these 2 belts, and then the third one can come probably also out of the bottom, and go halvesies with the red circuits into these 2 belts. The blue circuits will come out here. The sulfuric acid can probably come out the bottom as well just because of more space there and just get piped in here. However, but I think kind of conceptually that will work-ish. Yeah, we'll have to plan out this positioning a little bit, but it won't be as hard as the other two were because you just have a couple of belts of green circuits here coming in like this. I don't know if this is exactly where I want it either, but coming in like this from the train. The third green circuit train will just unload one belt, and then the red circuit will unload one belt. How much do we need? 4 and 0.5. I'll do them like this. They'll both come in this way, and then we'll just do the the merge split thing here that we do on the smelting arrays. It's got to be moved in one more. Assuming this is where I wanted it, but this kind of concept like this. And that takes care of those. And then the blue circuits can come out. I can just even do something as simple as this. Let's do a red splitter there, because yeah, we're getting, out of this whole thing, we're getting less than 14. Shoot, we could do this with a yellow belt. Not going to, but we could. And just go something like this into the train here. I think that makes some semblance of sense. And as we start bringing in trains, we can find that final positioning here. This could be brought a little closer to the station if I wanted to. I'm not really that bothered by it. I don't know how centered it is between these two roboports. We could measure that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, it's not going to be centered. I could shift it up by 1 or 2, and it still wouldn't be centered, so it doesn't really matter. Actually, it might behoove me to put it, if anything, it might be to move it down some, so that I don't have these belts running quite as far, all these belts running quite as far. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move it. I'll take that power pole with me as well. Grab the whole thing. Go gadget bots. I know the base bots are going to take some of it away from me here, but that's okay. Oh, full. I still have the stuff on the ground thingy? Yes, I do. Excellent. So yeah, let's put it down here. How close? I think maybe only that close. Centered isn't everything. Nice to do when you can, but it's not everything. I don't know if there's still crap on the ground. Let's make sure. Yep, one beacon someplace. There it is. I love that filter. It's so nice. So this could be brought in a little bit tighter if I wanted to. Like there. That almost goes directly into the station, which is super convenient. These two will just come up and around. I'll probably plan those out a little later when we have the stations built. but I guess I could plan where I wanted these to be. I could do it like this. There we go. And then the sulfuric acid would come. Does that reach? No, it does not reach. Do it like that, I think. And then this line here. Not gonna reach. Oh, I did it backwards. Or I did it not right. Not right. Not gonna reach either. Don't think. Nope. How far off are we? Of course we are. Okay, I'm just gonna move it down a bit. Maybe we'll move that one up there. Something like that. And then this one will just come around and plug into that somehow. And that should be a blue circuit station. Oh, wow, there's a lot of trees there. Turn off my nanos. Clear this block out. Go, gadget bots. Only like 400 bots to work, 450 bots to work. That's not too bad. This one's the one that is gonna be, I think, a bit of a challenge to plan out aesthetically and also effectively. We need to have, I don't remember what we need to have for this one. We finish doing this, and then I can look at it. 2 red circuit stations, 1 green circuit station, 1 blue circuit station. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th one for fuel. So we can take off the 6th station on this one. That's nice. I'll have to trim that rest of that up. Nope. There you go. Okay. So, for this plan, oh, that's not it. For this plan, we need to have 10 level 1 module makers, and they require green circuits and red circuits. The level 1s need 0.7 belts of each. 2, 3 spots on. Okay, let's think about this. So, unfortunately, with it being 0.7, that means we have to have 2 input belts and 1 output belt. But I could do something similar to the blue circuit array, right? That's what we just did. And have the second belt, have them both be half and half, because we need an equal number of each. Have them both be half and half, and go under each pair of machines, just like we did on blue circuits. I still have not that. There it is. Okay. 1, 2. And we probably don't need all of those. Didn't even need that one. But I planned it right. That was good. And then there. Not you guys. Pick that one up too. Okay. So if I did it this way. Or, wait, how many of you picking up? We need basically 30 of each. Each of, yes. In 10 machines, that's 3 per second each. Which is fine for a stack inserter. Or we could do belt weaving. Actually, I think belt weaving is better. The reason I think it's better is we need 3 per second of each, but unless you double the inserters, well, they would still pull it off because they can do more than 2 swings per second. But I think I'd rather have it like this and then have the belt weaving to handle the output. So if we did it that way, take these out here. This would come in like this somehow. And then the output could go like this somehow. Power poles again. And then these can be slow guys. Same kind of, almost the same kind of layout as we had for blue circuits, except we don't have to have all the crazy stuff coming in, which is nice. This can go out, and I'm just going to have it go out this way, because having more stuff tangled up around in this end is kind of pointless. Okay, so let's duplicate this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that enough? Maybe? Yes, it is. Okay, good. We're really putting demand on the beacons here. So then the level 2s and level 3s need a total of only 0.2 belts of red circuits and 0.2 belts of blue circuits. So one option would be to do the level 2s and level 3s in a separate column, swinging the outputs here back in as an input there. The other option would be just continuing straight on and using the undergrounds here to bring the blue circuits up and making this be the green circuit so that the blue circuits can just swing in here and replace them. Let's start with that design and then see if it just makes it a atrocious nightmare. I might, if I do this design, I might want to actually leave space here. It's going to make the beacon slightly less efficient, but it still needs to be 3 spaces so that the machines are aligned properly. We need 5 of these then. And then 2 of the level 3s. I'm thinking. Okay, so this here is the level 1 coming out. This could be the green. No, either way we have to have circuits. Either way, we need to have 2 circuits coming through. Although, to be fair, those 2 circuits could be on the same belt. Ooh. I like that idea. So maybe the red circuits and green circuits both end right here. And then the belt that's coming through here is half blue, half red. They would need to do, let's see, 7, just over. Then we get down to that same weird swing time again, but I don't think it. For this, I want to do something slightly different here. I want to bring these onto the inside. Then I can output the level 2s back onto the outside of this belt, thereby keeping me from having to belt weave this. The other option is, well, there's going to be 3 of these, though, total. Let's say the other option is bringing the extra belt out through here and down, instead of tucking it under all of this stuff. How far can we make these reach? Can I make them reach 4 machines? Enough of 4 machines, yes. No. Why? Am I blind? Oh, that didn't reach. It did not reach. Okay. That's a lot of undergrounds to burn. Not that I really care, I guess. Although it could be red undergrounds to save me some iron. Especially since we can't take advantage of the distance anyway. Because we only need 8 of each. Almost 9 of each. So that would be fine. I could even continue with reds if I wanted to here. I can bring these out then. Actually, this could actually be one closer. Which I have a thought on the reason why that might be a good idea. I don't know if it'll pan out or not, but it's a thought. Okay, so these are, wait a minute. I think these should be stack inserters. These can be regular inserters. No, I want that extra space because I want to put power poles in here. Yep, and then we'll do stack inserters there. Yep, go here. This. I'm tired of seeing the blinking. There we go. Copy this again. 2, 4, and then, oops, 5. And then we have to do the space again here. So that I can do another, I have to do a split to keep the level 1s from moving forward. Upper priority left, level 2. That's not going to work. I have to do it like that, which actually isn't or is it a problem? Maybe I don't want, no, those have to be there. Although it could be there instead. No, it can't be. Can I do it like this? This might work. I think this will work, actually. Output priority to the right, level 2s. This is crazy, but it works. And that goes like that. And we need 2 of these. Yeah. Well, we're practically using the whole length of this block. These continue on because they need to still contain the same stuff. These also look exactly the same. And then out here, more beacons. That one? Yes, that one is the last one. Okay. Beacon, beacon. So now here we just have another belt maybe, and then a filter inserter. We're only producing 0.2, so we can get by with a purple inserter here. Purple inserter into a red box. And we'll do a logistic control on this of these less than something. And we'll call it a day. Now, the other option is to make this part be a second row. So if I took this part here, this would need to be reversed completely, actually. I should have just done that initially. Power poles are backward, but we'll get to that in a minute. Then here would come in these. They would come around the beacons and come back in here. But it doesn't, all it saves me then is these few undergrounds. And it makes this wider instead of longer. Not that I really care. I don't know. What do you think, aesthetically speaking? Do you like it being all in one row like this, or should I bring it around and bring it into a second row like that? Anybody have any strong feelings, one way or the other? The single row? And remember, this is only 1 out of 3 sets like this. Because, I know it. I can't, the only argument I can make is, well, so there's a few arguments. This method, side by side, I need 3 of these anyway, because I need two rows like this of speed beacons. So here's the trade-off. I just thought of it. This method uses 44 beacons. Well, half of them are shared. This method uses... we'll call it... yeah, 37 beacons. and actually it'd be 39 beacons. So it's actually fewer beacons to do it this way, and fewer undergrounds. Or is it fewer beacons? Because it's 37, 39 really. 13 of them would be shared in the next row. So it's 39 plus 26 plus 26. Whatever that comes out to be, 52, 80, 91 versus 44 and 44 is 88. This is actually cheaper on beacons. Barely. But more expensive on undergrounds. And then which one looks better? 3 long rows or 6 shorter rows with 2 slightly different things in them? Yuck. That is a puzzler. And I know the beacons on the end are flashing. So the other areas we have to design are plastic and oil. Those will have to wait for next time. And we can even noodle on this thought here. Maybe this can be my thumbnail image for next time. This array choice, and you guys can look at the thumbnail and think about it and shoot me some feedback. Either come to my Discord to give me feedback or comment. Well, I don't know if I would see the comments here. Yeah, I would. Or on YouTube once it appears on YouTube, which won't be until Thursday. Or come to the next stream and we can debate over it a little bit more if you want. But yeah, I think this is going to be it. Is anyone streaming or have any plans to stream? No one who I normally raid is online. There are a few people online who we could raid randomly. Okay. So I think we're going to leave it here. We'll pick this up on Thursday. Speaking of later streams, there will not be a stream on Saturday this week. So just Tuesday and Thursday, and then the co-op stream on Sunday. I have some things I need to do on Saturday evening, so I won't be home in time to stream. And I can't stream during the day, I don't think. So we'll come back to this. Other thoughts, I saw that Satisfactory released Update 3 today. If that's something you guys are interested in, say so. Shoot me a comment. Shoot me a message on Discord. Any of that kind of stuff. Either for here or for YouTube. I'm kind of open to either at this point. I'm not super. How do I want to say this? I'm not super like trying to be time sensitive with it. My schedule just doesn't really allow for that. So even if if we end up adding it to the streams and it doesn't pop in until next week, I think that's fine for me. And then also on YouTube, it probably wouldn't appear until this weekend at the earliest either. So I think that's it. Let's just raid someone here maybe at random. And I will see you guys all on Thursday. Yeah, so have a good night, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.